In this video, we're going to talk about writing two-column proofs. You may have heard from other people that geometry is a class where they're asking you to prove things. We don't just say things, we actually prove them by statements and theorems and postulates that we have discovered in previous lessons. So here we have a picture, a diagram of two angles. Well, actually it's three, but an angle here and an angle here. Angle D, B, C, and angle E, B, A. Now I want you to look at this. This is telling me that this right here has one tick mark and this has one tick mark. That means that the size of this angle and the size of this angle are the same. Do you see how this one has two? So that it does not equal either 1 or 3. So here's what we're doing. We're given this. We're given the fact that angle 1 equals angle 3. We're given that fact. They're asking us to prove, here's what they're asking us to prove, that the measure of angle, I better get this, DBA is equal to the measure of EBC. They're asking you to prove that DBA, this great big guy here, is congruent to EBC, to this guy here. Okay, they're asking you to find that. Okay. Now, we're writing two-column proofs. When you write a two-column proof, you have two columns. Sometimes we call them a T-chart. And on the left side, you have the statements. And on this side, you have the reasons. And this tells why this is true. You can't just put down something. You have to be able to say why it's true. All right, so number 1, for example, I hope I can fit this all on. All right, number 1, I know that measure 1 equals angle. Angle 1 equals angle 3. Why do I know that, guys? Why do I know that? Because it was given. So I write down here given. So far, so good? Now, I know that angle DBA, and I'm going to write number 2 here, angle DBA is the same as angle 3 plus angle 2. Angle 3 plus angle 2. Do you remember why? Boy, oh boy, I messed up here. You see what I do here? 1 goes with 1, it doesn't go with 2. It goes with 1. Hello. Now 2 goes with 2. You've got to keep them right. All right. You know why? Do you remember this? DBA, where's DBA? DBA equals 2 plus 3. Do you remember why? Because of that angle addition property. Remember, if I have an angle like this, right, and I divide it into 2 of them, well then this plus this equals the whole thing. That was from a couple of lessons ago. Remember that? Angle addition property. So I'll just write down angle addition. If you guys don't write property each time, I'm not deducting that kind of stuff. All right, so that's that. All right, so now we know that much. We know that this equals those 2 things. Now, what else do we know? Well, on number 3, we know that DBA, now look, we're saying DBA again. Well, we can't say it equals 3 plus 2. This time we're going to say it equals 1 plus 2. We're going to say that DBA is the same as 1 plus 2. Now, why? Do you know why? Why can we say that? Well, we're just substituting. Right? We're substituting 1 for 3 because 1 and 3 are the same, right? For the guys in the class, you're a student and you're a son to somebody somewhere along the line, right? So I can say you're a student and you're a son, you're a son, you're a student, doesn't matter. So here I'm saying it's the same thing. All right, now we've got that in there. All right, so number 4, we can say that measure 1 plus measure 2 equals, where's 1? 1 plus 2 equals EBC. See that? Why can we say that? Same as this, angle addition. Property, I'm not writing it down. All right, and finally, now we've got all those things down, and we have proven now that these two angles are the same. So now we're going to on the last step, we write what they were asking us to prove. Measure of DBA is the same as the measure of EBC. And why is that? Transitive property. The transitive property. See what we did? We said this equals that plus that. Then we said this equals that plus that. Therefore, this equals there. That's the transitive property. But in any case, this is our first intro to writing 2-column proofs. 2-column proofs have 2 columns, the statements and the reasons. I want you to make sure that you number them each. 1 goes with 1, 2 goes with 2. Normally, we start with the givens. Sometimes that's not true, but normally we do. If we have more than 1 given, a lot of times we put them all together, sometimes we don't. But as long as you get them all down there, that's the important part.